Hey there, my name is Stephen Beyerhoff with 6 Harmony Martial Arts. This is the first of the on-demand program instructional videos from the beginning level of our Kung Fu program. This brief introduction kind of gives you an idea of how the classes and how the format of the on-demand program works. If you enjoy yourself in this class, consider joining the on-demand program or join me for live classes. See our schedule on the website for details. Before we get started on this video, please be advised that you are responsible for your own well-being and for making choices that are healthy for you and good for you. So follow along with this video at your own discretion. You are responsible for yourself. Be careful, but have fun. In this introductory class, we will be going over some of these stances, a couple of the basic hand techniques, and a basic kick, building a workout out of basic fundamental Kung Fu. I hope you enjoy the class, and we'll see you on the other side. Welcome to your first workout. Let's start with conditioning and the push-up, okay? So start in a push-up position, which would be also called a plank. You can do this from the knees, or you can do this from, the full plank position, which is just your hands and feet on the ground. Anytime we're in the push-up position, we want to have active hands, so our fingers are gently pressing into the ground. And then we want to focus on elongating through our spine. So we're always connecting our neck and our head to the rest of our body. We try not to sag our head in our push-up. Okay, look slightly forward, hold your push-up position, focus on your stomach, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up on your feet. Okay, let's go from the shoulders and upper body and midsection into the legs, and we'll just do 10 squats. Place your feet anywhere you want, go as low as you can go. Always we're working on posture, so we're staying upright through our spine, lifting up through the top of our head, and always we are breathing. Put your hands up if you like for balance, and we'll do 10 squats together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's work on the midsection. We'll just do some basic crunches on your back. And 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And up on your feet. Okay, so let's start straight away with our footwork and developing our stances. We're going to introduce 5 stances here. We're going to do 5 out, and then we're going to do the same 5 going back the other way. I'm going to turn to face away from you so you can follow along with me here. We're going to start with our hands on our hips, and we're going to step out wide with our feet into what's called a horse stance. Sink down into your stance. Take a deep breath in and out. Relax your legs. Straighten your head. Keep your back straight, chest up, head up. And from here, we're going to look to our right and shift to our right into the arrow stance. In this position, both feet point to the same inside corner. The belly is forward. Shoulders are squared off to the side. Natural forward position on the shoulders. Don't lean, but also don't pull the shoulders back or pull the chest back. Just be naturally facing sideways. Front knee is very bent. Back leg very straight. Both feet flat on the ground. From here, the arrow stance, we're going to step into cat stance. Pivot on the ball of the foot. As you step in, your back foot is pointing to the corner. That's very, very important for your balance. Chest is up, head is up, straight line going up through the spine. Front knee bent, back leg bent. No weight in the front foot. From here, take your front leg, pick it up to hanging stance. Chest up, head up, straight line down into the ground. Toe is touching the knee, and the knee is pointing straight ahead. From here, place your feet down side by side, make a letter V with your feet, sink down and step out with your right foot into your light stance. If you look down at your legs here, you see that your hips are side by side, your back knee is very bent, your back foot is still pointing out to the corner, just like it was on the cat stance, but now your front knee is 100% straight. Your toe and big toe, ball of the foot is on the ground, but the heel is not on the ground on your front foot. Light weight on the front leg. From here, we're going to step out to horse stance. Again, chest up, head up, back straight. Sink down into the stance. Relax your belly, sink down, soften the body. Lift the head upright. From here, look to your left, shift to your left, front knee bent, back leg straight. If you can see your toes, you need to bend your knee more, typically, but build up to this if you need to. Front knee bent, back leg straight, body naturally forward, belly pointing forward, shoulders square to the side as well. From here, going from arrow stance into cat stance, pivot on the ball of the front foot, and step in to cat stance. Back foot points to the corner, front knee points straight ahead, hips are side by side, chest up, head up. Pick up your leg, hanging stance. Switch your feet, sinking down, light stance. All the weight in the back foot, ball of the foot, big toe on the ground, heel up off of the ground, hips side by side, legs square side by side, and step back out to horse. Okay, stand up, shake out your arms, shake out your legs, relax. Let's go through those same stances one more time, out and back. I'm going to talk less. I'm just going to say the name of the stance as we go. Okay, step out to horse. Look to the right, shift to your right, arrow stance. Try to stay low as you step in to your cat stance. All of your weight is in your back foot. Take care of your knees. Don't go too low at first. Pick up your leg to your hanging stance. Switch your feet, make a V with your feet, sit down and step out with your right foot into your light stance. And from here, back out to horse, other way, arrow, step in, cat, pick up your leg hanging, and switch your feet to light. And from here, back out to horse. And up. Okay, try those stances one more time all by yourself, out and back. All right, keep up the good work. First 5 stances of the curriculum. All right, next let's work on striking techniques with the hands. We're going to work on how to make a fist, and then we'll introduce the straight punch. Curl your fingers in, cross your thumb across your fingers. That's your fist. On your fist, you want a straight line across the wrist on the top, so you're not pointing up with your knuckles, you're not pointing down with your knuckles, you're straight out. And your fist is box-like, okay? So you're not pointing the knuckles out unintentionally, you're squeezing that in, and again, you have a box shape here. All right, this muscle right there is going to stick to your side in what's called your chamber. So feel for your hip bone and place that muscle right below your hip bone. That's your chamber position. So let's take both of our fists and stick them to the chamber here. All right, now the straight punch is delivered by sliding and twisting the fist out. Sliding and twisting the fist out. So you feel your forearm just grazing along the side of your body, and then as you extend, you turn the fist over at the last moment of extension. Okay, so I'm going to step out into horse stance. Join me in horse stance. We're just going to face each other here. So we're in a good solid low stance, which we use to just get our legs stronger. Okay, so horse stance, fists down into your chamber position, and we'll work on single punching. Try to get each punch to go right down your center line, which is down the middle of your body and shoulder height. So we have sliding, twisting, and punching. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's do another set, but now that we kind of have this, I'm going to turn around so we can kind of face the same way. Step out to horse stance, fist down, elbows back behind your fists. Don't let your fists flare out to your sides. Pin your elbows back, and again, punch 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay right there. Check your shoulder. Make sure your shoulder is not reaching forward or shrugging. You want to just be natural and relaxed through the shoulder. Let's do 4 more in horse stance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 fists in chamber. Turn to arrow stance and single punching. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the other way. And again, single punching. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, relax through the chest and shoulders. Natural forward position of the body. Don't reach, don't lean. Just punch and stay over your foundation of your footwork. Okay? That's it. That's the basic single punch. So let's go to horse stance one more time. I'm going to change my angle just a little bit more, but we're going to do that exact same thing. Punching in horse stance, punching in arrow stance. Ready? Last round together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 fists in chamber, arrow stance, single punching, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn arrow stance, single punching again, nice and easy. 1, 2, slide and twist, 3, 4, 5, 6. Faster, 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to horse. And stand up, shake out your legs. All right, so as you're practicing your punches, try to get your stances low. That's just to give your legs something to do to get stronger while you're working on your striking, but it also develops a foundation for striking, connecting footwork and hand techniques together. All right, so go through that series again, maybe a couple sets of 10 punches in horse stance, 10 punches in arrow stance in each direction, and we'll go from there. Nice work. Okay, so we just finished the basic straight punch. Let's do one more hand technique, and this is called a palm strike. So the palm strike is just holding all the fingers together, have a little bit of tension in the fingers so that they don't separate and open, squeezing them gently together, and then pinning your thumb to the side of your palm here. Okay, our striking surface is going to be the base of the outside of the palm. That's called a palm strike, and the delivery is basically the same as a punch. All right, so again, just like we did with punching, I'm going to start by facing you. Take that same muscle that we did on the punch and put that down in your chamber. So on the palm strike, again, it's sliding and then it's twisting, and you can see here that the palm is right down the center. Again, 1, slide and twist. 2, slide, twist. 3, 4. Okay, so together, let's keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so as you continue to work on this, pulling the wrist up, your wrist does get a little bit more flexible and you're able to direct the fingers upward while your arm is essentially straight. You don't want to snap at your elbow. However, anytime that you're punching or palm striking, you don't want that popping action at all in the elbow joint. The power is in the hand and the delivery of the arm is relaxed. So you're sliding and twisting, and then you have a little squeeze at the point of contact or a twist, of course, and the focus is all here and not in the elbow joint. So remember that as you practice. I'm going to turn away again, and we're going to do palm strikes together. Okay, step out to horse stance, 2 palms in chamber, elbows back behind your palms, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, pretty easy, right? That is the basic palm strike, very similar to a punch. Now, as you're practicing this, we're going to introduce a blocking technique that makes it a little bit more technical. So remember, on the palm strike, it's palm up the entire time, and then it twists at the end. Imagine you have like a pie in your hand, like the old cartoons, and you slide, and then bow, right at the end, you're twisting and pressing forward or striking forward with the outside of the palm. So don't turn it over too soon. Don't go here, slide, and then twist at the end of the strike, okay? So continuing on here, we have the palm block and palm strike. I'm going to still face you a little bit, and then I'll turn away, and we'll do this together. Okay, so we're only going to do the palm block here. We're going to lift the hand up and then create a circle. So the hand is pointing sideways, and the arm is making a circle. And here, as you can see, I turn towards you. My head is inside of this circle, all right? So again, we lift up, and the palm comes up, and then we go all the way back down. Lift up, palm comes up, and all the way back down. Let's do that one more time on this side. Lift up, the hand points sideways, and then all the way back down. And same thing on the other side. Lift up, circle the hand out. See that your head is inside of that circle. If you want to use a mirror to help practice, feel free, okay? Just so you can see that geometry, and then you bring it back down. Lift up and down, lift up and down. Pretty easy. So I'm going to turn away now. As we continue through this exercise, we're going to go lift up, pushing out and down. And now the other hand, lift up, push out and down, lift, push out and down, lift, push out and down. So as we're lifting, again, the focus is in the hand, it's not in the shoulder. Try not to shrug and reach and have unnecessary tension here. It's all in the palm movement, lifting, pushing, lifting, pushing, lifting, pushing, relaxing. Now, let's do palm block, palm strike. We'll start this in arrow stance. I'm going to turn slightly away. We have block out with one hand, hit with the other. Now, right from the strike position, we're going to lift and hit. Lift and hit, lift and hit. Okay? Let's start over together, hands down by our side. We have circle out with the right, hit with the left. 2, block hit, 3, block hit, 4, circle hit. Again, 1, hit, 2, hit, 3, hit, 4, hit. Okay? So going a little slow right now, we're just blocking and striking easy, and we're still focusing on that palm delivery, palm up, palm out, palm up, palm out, palm up, palm out. All right? Hands down. Let's try this 4 more times together. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So that's the gist of it. That is palm block, palm strike in a horse stance. This is not for fighting. Let's clarify that now. When you're in a horse stance doing hand techniques, it's really just to make your legs strong, develop a foundation and root. Okay? You do not fight this way. All right? You get beat up that way. You get knocked down that way. It's just to get you stronger. Okay, so for now, stay in the horse stance. We'll add to that later in the next class. Keep up the good work. Practice palm block, palm strike. All right, let's continue on with the next exercise in our lesson, which is developing kicking. At the beginning level, a lot of our kicks are introduced as conditioning exercises. So we have our kicks that condition our hip to be stronger and our hamstring and spine to be more flexible. All right, so there's a difference between conditioning kicks and application kicks. We're going to discuss them in both ways. All right, it's important to practice it both ways. The very first kick is called a heel kick, and it's named after the position that your foot is in when you are kicking. So you're extending the leg forward, you're pulling your toes towards you, and your heel is going forward. That is your heel kick position. So try that on both your feet. Lift your feet up, pull your toes in, extend your heel out. Feel the strength and the linear line of the leg as you're extending your heel. That is your kicking surface when you're using this kick, all right? Let's start in an easy arrow stance, and I'm going to face sideways now. If you want to face me, that might be the easiest way to do it. For now, I'm going to face sideways, and then I'll do this facing away from you as well so we can kind of do the exact same thing. I'm going to start with my left leg back in an arrow stance, and I'm just going to have my hands up easy for now. The back leg is your kicking leg, and you're going to just bring it forward, skimming the ground as you bring the leg past your front foot. So we're in an arrow stance, and we're skimming the leg. Now, once we pass our front foot, we're going to lift the leg in a swoop, and then we're going to put it back. Now, for me, I can kick, this high or so, and it's not hard because I've done this for a while. But as you're beginning this, lift and just go to an easy swoop up level. You'll feel the hamstring stretch, and you want to pull from your hip, closing the hip joint to develop a strong hip flexor. So we're lifting and maybe just going real easy, or if you're lifting here and that's where you're at, then that's fine as well. All right? But let's do 4 more on this side, and I'm going to just kind of kick, do the best to your ability. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so let's switch to the other side. Again, arrow stance, hands up, swooping, skimming the ground as we pass our front leg. And then once we pass the front leg, we swoop up, extend the heel, and place the leg back to arrow stance. Again, 2, skim up and back. 3, skim and back. And 4, skim up and back. All right, so now let's do 4 more together. Lift to the best of your ability. Focus on the closing of the hip and allowing the hamstring to open up. Don't overdo it. Nice and easy. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And up. All right, good. So like I said, now I'll face away from you so you can kind of follow along, and it'll all look the same. Let's start with our right leg back, facing straight ahead, arrow stance. And now if you're up for it, take both fists and put them up over your head. So your fists are very close to one another. They're facing one another. Your shoulders are relaxed. This is the same position we had for palm block, palm strike, but we have 2 fists. Let's just leave those guys there as we kick. Ready? 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And switch to the other side. And 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And up. All right, Nice. So try that again. Go easy. Over time, you will get more flexible as you practice. Your hip will get stronger, your hamstring will get more flexible, you will kick higher. But little by little, don't try to overdo it on your first class. Try sets of 4, 6, or 8 on one side, 4, 6, or 8 on the other side, and then we will keep going. Nice work. All right, let's run a little conditioning drill that's going to summarize everything that we did in this first class. Let's go back to our initial conditioning, okay? Push-ups. Down into your plank position. Again, pushing from your knees is just fine if that helps you to push more fully or connect to the movement without too much of a distraction of challenge. But if you can start from your plank position, that's a great place to do your push-ups. Always we grab the ground. Always we keep our neck connected to the rest of our spine, so our head is always up when we're pushing. Here we go. Push-up position. Grab the ground. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on your feet. Let's do a round of squats up to the number 10. Place your hands anywhere you want. Feet can be as wide or close as you like, but try to keep your knees over your feet, however wide you have your feet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we'll do one more round of squats just because they're good for you, but we want to work on the line that's going up through our posture. So connect from your deep abdomen, that's called your dantian, all the way to the top of your head. Breathe through that line, straighten through that line. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Let's move on to our back for our sit-ups. Get set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And up. Okay, 5 stances out one way, 5 stances out the other way. Start in horse, step out, turn arrow, step to cat, try to stay low, up to hanging, switch to light, and back to horse. Same thing, arrow, cat, hanging, and light, and back to horse. Take deep breath in and out, relax your belly, sink down, feel your feet holding onto the floor. Turn to your right, arrow stance, hold it. Again, grab the ground with your feet, front knee bent, back leg straight, chest up, head up, facing sideways. Step into cat stance, all the way in the back foot. Pick up your leg, hanging stance. Place your feet down side by side, sink down, and step out to a light stance. And then step out to horse stance. Lift up through your center, chest up, head up, back straight. Shift into arrow stance. Connect your posture to your stance. Belly facing forward, shoulders facing sideways. And step into cat. Pick up the leg hanging. Toe touches the knee points straight ahead. Place feet down, sink, and step out to light stance. Hips are side by side, thighs are side by side if you're in a low light stance, and back to horse. Fist and chamber, single punching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Stand up. Shake out your legs. Step back out to horse stance. Fist and chamber again. Turn arrow stance. Single punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arrow stance. Single punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to horse stance, open 2 palms, palm block, palm strike. Circle with the right, hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up. Shake out your hands, shake out your legs, take a deep breath in and out. Moving on to kicking, we'll do the formal heel kick. Right leg back, fists up over your head, fists facing towards each other, head inside of the circle, and focus on the hip and the hamstring. 1, 2, 3, 4. And switch, other side, chest up, head up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And switch again. Last set of 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And switch, and 1, 2, fists up, 3, and 4. And up. All right, nice work. Let's do one more exercise. We haven't done this yet, but it's not too bad. It's just to step out to a horse stance and double punch. Step out, right fist out. Each fist goes in the same spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up. All right, nice work. See you next time. All right, so there you go, everybody. That is kind of your first introductory class. This is kind of a free video from the on-demand program. If you decide to join, you will get access to an encyclopedia of techniques, basic combinations, all the way from the beginning level into the intermediate level as you test into more advanced material. You will pick up partner exercises, sparring concepts, locking concepts. You will learn forms and other elements of traditional Chinese martial arts training. If you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you soon.